this video, we're going to construct an octagon given the length of one side. So, to start this out here, I'm going to draw a side length here of 1.5 inches. Put a tick up there, just so I know where 1.5 inches is. So I have a side length of 1.5 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct an octagon now. With all the sides being 1.5 inches. My first step in this is to put up perpendiculars at each end of that baseline. So I'm going to take my compass, set it up at any radius, and I'm going to draw a perpendicular line to my baseline. So I just step off that arc twice, and then I bisect those 2 points. Just going to extend this one just a little bit farther. There we go. Now I can extend from my baseline a line up. Okay, there's one perpendicular line. Now for the other side perpendicular line, what I'm going to do is just draw a parallel line to that perpendicular line. So once my radius is set up, I'm just going to come up here farther on the line. Doesn't matter where. And I'm just going to draw an arc. And now I can draw up a parallel line from the other side. So that means now I have 2 parallel lines emanating from my baseline. That's 1.5 inches long. Now the next step, what I'm going to do is extend this baseline on each side so I can construct 2 45-degree angles. So just extend those out just a bit, because I know that the angle that's going to be left here, if I were to extend one of the side lengths up here, is 45 degrees, because that external angle created by the octagon here will match the corresponding apex angle inside, which is 45 degrees. All of the apex angles inside the regular octagon are 45 degrees, which means all of the external angles are also 45 degrees. So I'm going to construct 45 degrees off this side, and then a 45 degrees off this side. So to do that, we take our compass, we set it at any radius. Any radius will do. So I'll do this side here first. And I just set my compass up. I draw an arc touching both 90-degree points. And then from those 2 points, I simply bisect. Again, if one of the arcs doesn't quite touch the other, that's fine. Just go back and redraw it so it does connect. But before I draw that line, I'm just going to do the other side as well. So I just draw an arc connecting the 2 points of the 90, and then from those 2 points that I just created, I'm going to arc to bisect. So now I can connect those 2 points, which gives me my bisection of the 90 degrees, leaving me with 45 degree as my external angle. Now before I mark off the length of these sides, I'm going to take my compass again, and I'm simply going to mark along those 45-degree lines the side length. So I just set my compass up to my side length, and then from those points I draw an arc, and that is equaling the side lengths. So now that I have 3 sides of this shape complete. So I can now draw those in. And now I have 3 sides of the octagon. So from this point here, I have one side, which is equal in length to my base, and then the third side here, which is also equal to the base in length. And these are coming in at 45 degrees, which is the apex angle and corresponding external angle of the octagon. So for my next step here, I basically just need to draw in the top of this. So to start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line connecting the tops of these two sides. So just a line straight through, connecting those two tops. Then I'm going to take my compass, which is already set for the radius between the sides, right? So that's the length of the side. I'm now going to take that and I'm going to draw a parallel line to the line I just drew up above. So now I can take my ruler and I can just draw in that parallel line. Okay, now comes the easy part, because I just have to finish off the shape. And to do that, what I'm going to do is set my compass up to this radius right here. So from that point to this line, okay, which is going to be the same as the radius from this point to this, which is going to be the same from here to here, which is going to be the same from here to here. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to come up to this intersecting point and I'm simply going to draw an arc that to mimic the top being these two distances, the same as these bottom distances here. So I'll do the same on this side. And you're basically done. You just have to draw in the rest of the shape. So I'm going to start by connecting this point here. I can connect the next 2 points. Connect the next 2 points. Connect the next 2 points. And then connect the last points. And there we have it. We have an octagon with all the side lengths the same length. And that drawing is complete.